Good day everyone, my name is Camjack and welcome back to the channel. Today, as you can tell by the title, we are going to be talking about Battlefield 5. So I jumped into the game on Thursday when it kind of surprised us all by releasing a day early, which is quite cool, and was pleasantly surprised. Amid all the drama and controversy that came out with Battlefield 5, this game's launch has been quite cool and one I've really enjoyed so far. The intro prologue to the game is amazing. If you get the chance to try Battlefield 5 and play it, if you've got EA access or something like that, I think you can do like 10 hours for free, something like that. Definitely give it a try because that intro just amazed me to the level of detail, graphics, and just sound design that has gone into this game. Once again, a Battlefield game, Battlefield 5 has been beautifully designed. The sound and everything in this is just amazing, and I think it's really immersive personally. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, the game isn't immersive because it's not this accurate to World War II. Yes and no, but EA came and said they're doing it like, you know, split off sort of like that and not like that immersive. But still, regardless, I feel really immersed into the battles due to the graphics and the sound design, and the game feels really good. So I wanted to create this video today basically to give you my little review, I guess you could call it, of what I find of the game so far. So I've been playing it for 3 days now. We're here on Saturday recording this. Played it on Thursday, played it on Friday, and today. Had a really cool match today on the Devastation map, which is again in Rotterdam, I believe, or in the Netherlands. So there's quite 8 maps at launch, some really cool maps. You obviously got Narvik, which is the one you tried in the alpha. Then you got the Rotterdam map, which you tried in the beta, I believe, and then the other beta. Was there 2? I can't remember now. But you tried that one, and that map is really cool. There's been some moderate minor changes, I believe, since the alpha and beta, but so far it's really good. The other maps, I think it's called Fagel 652 off the top of my head. Really cool map. I love the layout of that one, particularly how the teams are funneled around these short little passageways to get to the other objectives. I really feel like that, you know, combines up the really close actions or CQB gameplay. Really nice. I love it, to be honest. Other maps are like, I'm trying to remember the names of them now. There's 2 maps in North Africa. I've not tried one of them yet because there's a giant bridge on it. But they're really cool as well. So overall, I'm really impressed with the maps in Battlefield 5. I can't wait to see what future maps we get as well, but so far I am enjoying and learning these. Devastation has to be one of my favourites so far, just because of the pure wreckage that's left around the map, and the fact you're, you know, climbing up these mounds of dirt and, you know, rubble and stuff to fire at a team. And also with the giant cathedral, I guess it is, in the middle, there's lots of bits there where the enemies can poke at any point. So if you have a team defending the objective C in the cathedral, you really have to think about defending well, because there's multiple points where the enemies can come in. It does remind me of that map in Battlefield 1, where again there's a giant sort of temple in the middle. I forgot the name of it. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, feel free to comment down below. And you've got the enemies going in every entrance. It's very similar to that, and I think it's probably designed on that. I mean, overall, if we look at the similarities between Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5, obviously, yes, there is definitely similarities between it. I think it's running on some sort of like the same level of design from it. But obviously, Battlefield 5 is distinguishable in its own self. Overall, I think it's an improvement on what Battlefield 1 did. I personally enjoyed Battlefield 1 really well. One of the things I'm glad we've got in Battlefield 5 now, I feel I need to mention, is the shoulder-mounted rocket launchers. I think it's called the Panzerfaust or something like that. I've probably just butchered the name of that. I'm not good with my Battlefield weapons terminology. I'm by no means an expert on Battlefield and stuff like that. I am purely just a casual player. Though, I would like to make some more videos on it at some point. So, if you do want to see them, let me know down below. I've been doing some really good kills and stuff in the game at a minute. I did 42 to 9 the other day, I think, on my live stream last night, which is really good for change. Because usually, someone like myself who plays most of the time playing Battlefront and games like that, I am shit when it comes to Battlefield 5 because they're more like, you know, nitty-gritty gunplay. Speaking of gunplay, actually, the way Battlefield 5 has shook it up is really cool. The gunplay feels amazing. Just thinking about it, you know, you're running around with your guns there, and also you have to like think conservatively about your ammo at the same time, even if you're in a tank. This is another thing I feel we need to go on to. The way ammo and medical supply works in this game is really cool. Team play obviously builds on this as well, and team play is a big part of Battlefield 5, and I think that's where they designed it from as well. So if we look at the ammo and the medical supplies there, obviously to resupply them, you either have to have a support class on your team. Definitely what I recommend. If you're playing as a squad of friends, one of you should play support class, one of you should play medic, and, you know, either 2 assaults or, you know, 1 scout and 1 assault, something like that. For me, that's the ideal like team composition you should go with, because it works brilliantly. You've got someone there to heal you, and you've also got someone to throw you support ammo as well. Now, on the healing side as well, I feel we need to mention, I know I'm crisscrossing between multiple subjects a minute. It's so exciting to talk about a new game for a change, and EA have really outdone themselves on this one. I know there's like a bunch of controversy and stuff like that, but it's really cool. So in terms of team play and the revive systems like that, one thing I like with the squad system is anyone in your squad can revive you. So if I fall down and my friend who's an assault, he's not a medic, he can still revive me due to the squad-based revive system. This is really cool, and it kind of makes you think about killing enemies a little bit difficult as well. A little bit different is what I meant to say. Basically, because if you shoot one guy, and, you know, you've got to be careful, is there a squad mate hidden around the corner who's going to pick him up as soon as you turn your back? You kind of have to sweep the areas a little before, and I think it does definitely shake up the gameplay of Battlefield 5, which is something I really enjoy. Again, if you guys have been playing Battlefield 5, let me know what you think of it down below in the comment section. I know some people are still hesitant over getting it, again due to all the controversy and stuff surrounding it. However, for someone who just jumped into it not really paying much attention to either side, I'm really enjoying it, to be honest. Battlefield 5 is a really cool experience. One of my other favourite maps so far, just to mention, is Twisted Steel. You saw this one in the reveal trailer where it's a bridge hanging off and planes and stuff crashing around it. That is really cool. Now, one thing which obviously got introduced to Battlefield 5 is the customization. Personally, as someone who doesn't really consider or worry about what their soldier looks in video games, it didn't really bother me that much, to be honest. However, the customization in Battlefield 5 I feel does need a little bit more work. Now, obviously, we're not in the official release yet. We're in the EA Origin Access Premier release, I think it is. And then the proper release is either the 15th or the 20th. Now, the way some of this is working so far, the customization, a lot of clicky menu options to go through there, not something I'm particularly a fan of. There's a lot of clicking the player has to do to get to some options which are hidden away, and I feel like the process could be streamlined a little bit more. Now I'm aware obviously they're trying to like customize it a little bit better, however I think it definitely needs a bit of refinement. Some people have been critical of the customization by just saying, you know, you're getting 8 variations of a helmet, it's not that good, but you know, hopefully that's going to get expanded upon as time moves forward. One thing I forgot to mention, by the way, is the whole War Stories element. I cannot wait to see where that goes. If you're not sure what War Stories is, definitely check it out. It's an awesome part of Battlefield 5. I'm enjoying it so far, but I just can't get over how the campaign, or, you know, the War Stories bit, not the campaign, how that works and everything like that. I tried it out earlier, the first mission. It was amazing. So immersive as well. They've knocked the ball out of the park here for the way they designed that. I love it. I can't wait to jump in and play more of it today as well. The fortification system is one thing to look into. I'm loving the way that works. A lot of people are criticizing, like going, oh, you've just taken Fortnite and put it into Battlefield 5. I disagree with them on that part there. They've taken something they've seen in another game, essentially, and thought, how can we build this into our Battlefield scenario? And they've actually done it well. There's nothing like when you and your team are sat on, like, Objective C, and as enemies approaching, you think, quickly, let's build up some sandbags and some cover and stuff like that, and really, you know, embed ourselves in this objective here to make it hard for the enemies to capture us. I love the way that works. It definitely turns out to be a war of attrition after a while, but it's really cool. The fact you can basically armor up objectives to basically hunker down a bit more is amazing. One of my favourite bits of a map to do it is on Naverick, Objective B, which is the train. You can set up tons of sandbags there so you, the team, can protect it from both directions. It works flawlessly. What do you guys think of the fortification system? Let me know down below in the comment section, as I know it's received some mixed reviews so far, but personally I do enjoy it. Now, one of my favourite things to do so far is in the reinforcements option. That is when you're a squad leader, you can call in these select reinforcements and stuff like that. The V1 rocket, or the JB2 rocket I believe it's called, two of my favourite reinforcement points. If I'm playing squad leader, you're guaranteed to find that I am planning to launch one of them at the enemy team at some point, just because I love the pure rain of destruction. It rains down across the battlefield. If you time those rockets perfectly on an objective, which is heavily contested, you are going to rack up a lot of kills. And also it destroys buildings and can level the landscape as well. You've probably seen it in action in Rotterdam. You can see it in one of the reveal trailers, the House of the Rising Sun one. That is really cool. I'm just loving the way this reinforcements works. I know you can also call in a crocodile tank, I believe it's called, which has a flamethrower built in. It's just amazing. There's tons of stuff with Battlefield 5 I've yet to explore yet, and I can't wait to actually jump in and explore a little bit more as well, as the game is definitely shaping up to be something I'm finding fun to play. Typically, I don't get that too involved with Battlefield games. However, this one, I've been straight into the action and I am enjoying it so far. And honestly, I can't wait to see where the game goes, because it really is amazing. Now, obviously, one of my favourite game modes to play so far is Conquest. I've not actually had the chance to try out any others yet. My intention is to try out Grand Operations soon. There's also another mode, I think it is, which is like a last stand sort of thing, where you have to fight off and like the last man wins. There's no respawns, you're unlimited ammo and stuff like that, and there's one life. Sounds really cool. I definitely want to try that out later, as it seems like a cool game mode. But yeah, Conquest. Conquest is obviously working the same way it works in every other Battlefield. You know, two giant teams fighting against each other to capture control points across a sprawling map. It's amazing. I love it, to be honest. You know, it's just chucking you into the action there. And personally, I think Battlefield 5 does feel really immersive. I know some people are disagreeing with this, but just for, you know, the sound of the explosions, the sound design, as I mentioned earlier, it definitely immerses you into the game. I personally love it. And yeah, that's what I really think of how immersive the game is. I think it's amazing. Now, progression has, like, changed up in several ways in this Battlefield, I noticed. You've obviously got your career progression, which is your overall rank. Then you've got progression for unlocking equipment and your weapons as well. So if you like, I'm running around the STG, I think it is at a minute, which is like your basic assault rifle, I think. Whichever one that the assault starts with first, I'm using that. And you can also rank up the weapon now and unlock certain attachments and I think camo things for that as well. Really cool the way it works. I'm liking it, but again, with the customization options, I might feel like it's a little bit too much, is my only concern. Just because the way the customization is a little bit labelled at a minute. So we'll have to wait and see to how everything rolls on over the next week. So at the minute, we're in the first couple of days of launch, everyone's getting in and discovering the game. It's going to be a while before the major criticisms start rolling out, I feel. But overall, I'm enjoying Battlefield 5. This probably won't be my big official review yet, as there's some other certain things I want to try at first, like the ground operations. But so far, for my first impressions, I am loving this game. And if you do get the chance to check it out, I recommend checking it out for yourself, as it is really cool. On the note of customization and progression and stuff like that, I forgot to mention, microtransactions are currently absent from the game, it seems. If so, I haven't seen where they actually are, but I can't find them anywhere. The way you can kind of unlock stuff is using company coins, which you get for like acquiring cosmetics and stuff like that. And also, I think you can do weapon camouflage, those things in the game, and you earn them through like maps and stuff you play, which is quite cool. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure how the microtransactions are going to affect the game once they actually come into it, so we'll have to see when they actually enter into the game. So yeah, that sums up my first impressions of Battlefield 5 so far. I'm definitely hopefully going to be creating some more videos on the game very soon. Definitely trying out that Last Stand game mode I was talking about as soon as I find where to play it, because it is looking really cool. Also hoping to get some funny moments and just random moments of Battlefield up here on the channel soon, so keep an eye out for that. If you would like to watch me play Battlefield 5 a little bit more, head over to my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/CaptainJackYT, where I'm going to be playing the game several nights a week and just ranking up and enjoying it with friends. So hop in and maybe we can get a match together. In the meantime, I've been Captain Jack, thank you for watching this video, and I will catch you next time. Goodbye.